Hey, whack people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on Podbean. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now. Sandwiches, the eggs. Whoa.
Woo.
Yeah, what is up, whack people?
Out there and
How is everybody doing today? I am your host, Honorable OCT Octavius Haye, along with my co-host, the explosive E-Rob.
boom. Boom, baby.
Yeah, man. This is the WACCast podcast. E, how you doing today, man?
It's wonderful, you know. It's good. Sweatsuit time now. And good.
So it is sweatsuit season, man. Hope everything's amazing for you all, man. As always, I don't know if I said that part. And you ready to talk whack today, man?
Let's talk whack to him.
Let's talk whack to him. Okay, so first of all, before we even continue on, you know, we gotta talk about the Oxford High School shooting. Condolences to the families of the four. I believe it was 4 students that were killed, and just it's a sad thing, man. Very, very sad when that happens. Shouldn't happen, but unfortunately, it is a common occurrence here in America. You got anything to say?
That's like you said, it's sad. You don't know what these kids are going through a lot of times, and just I want to watch this play out. But man, I really hope they get punished, the parents too, man, because that's just a serious crime, man. Anybody else had done this, you know, they would have had to face the music on this, man. So
Definitely. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised. So you are in the camp that you believe the parents should be charged as well?
yeah, I don't think they knew about it, and they knew he had the gun. So I'm seeing some of the text that I was seeing. So yeah, they gotta hold some kind of accountability, I believe, man.
Okay. See, I was thinking the same thing. I do think that they have to hold some type of accountability. It was their weapon. Yeah, and I think that when you decide you want to bring a gun into the household, you should be able to keep it away from your children. Even though he's 15, I mean, still look what happened. He went ahead and took it to school and, you know, just needlessly murdered people.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed in it was that there was a video out of some of the kids. There was a cop that was knocking on the door, but they were so scared they didn't know if it was really a cop or if it was the shooter. And they were all like, well, the cop said bro or something like that, and they said, oh, he said bro. Oh no, we can't let him in. They end up going out the window and running away to safety. And then they had barricaded the doors, that's why the cop couldn't get in. And it was all part of their school shooting training. I'm like, dang, school shooting training. I remember the only thing we had to worry about was a fire drill.
Right.
And then I was in California, we had the earthquake training. But that's it. So it was just crazy to even think of something like that. But that is what a lot of schools are doing.
It's
How you
such
feel about
commonplace now. We've seen it happen so many times, which is also why it's kind of a frustrating thing to have to go back and report on, because you don't want to see, you know, young lives get taken out like this. You know, they just at school doing it, you know, being a student.
Nah, definitely, man. So I guess my question is, do you think that we need any type of gun law, any type of gun reform, anything else, any new laws?
Well, I don't know if they could be applied because he still got to the situation we're at now. You just get it from your parents.
That's true. Yeah, I can see that to a degree, but I still, at the same time, maybe the parents wouldn't have been sold the gun. I don't know. Yeah, but I think like stricter background laws, background checks. I mean, and with no exceptions. Like you can't go to a gun show or something like that, like how you can, and just purchase a gun without any type of background check. It's gotta be strict ones, man. You can't do like a personal seller and sell it. It's a strict background checks all across the board. I don't know how pertinent it would have been to this case, but it does help in other situations where people they buy guns and they're shooting, maybe not classrooms up, but public places like movie theaters or concerts or clubs.
Anything with gun laws, I feel like this is just going to be tough. It's one of the, I guess, American freedoms that they like. Right to bear arms, So there'll be a resistance to whatever kind of thing you kind of come up with. There's going to be people who want to keep them,
I mean, there'll be a resistance, but the thing about America is we live in democracy, so it plays off of what the majority rule says, and majority of people do want gun laws. And on top of that, yes, it is your right to bear arms, but every right you have, there's a limit to it. Like you have freedom of speech, but that don't mean you can just walk up into like a public place and say bomb, or I'm gonna shoot you. You can't, like there are some restrictions. You have freedom, but at the same time you have to put a seatbelt on when you drive in a car. You have to have insurance. You have to there are things that you within that freedom that you have that you do have to do so that we can function as a healthy and safe society.
Something needs to happen. I think some kind of preventative measures, because this is what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Just the loss of young life like this.
No, definitely, man. And I feel bad for the parents. Again, this reminds me, was it the Sandy Hook shooting that was close to Christmas? And this being close to Christmas too, some of those parents probably already bought their kids their Christmas presents. And now, I mean, it's just terrible that this would happen. I just hope that whatever side of you lean on with this gun stuff, that you just not use this for political gains or whatever. Just people just need to pray for the families, show love, support, and I don't know, just keep it like that, keep it clean. Because as soon as the gun stuff come out, everybody from all sides is attack. And even though we, a little bit of expression, this stuff ourselves, it don't need to get too nasty to where now it's like exploiting a tragedy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Glorifying it, like, man, he wasn't in there protecting himself. What does this 15-year-old need this for?
Right.
I mean?
He's probably getting his ass whooped up in there, wanting to beat his bullies up or something. Okay, man. So we go from that. Of course, we had to touch on that. That was a big news event that happened. We go from that though, get into a little bit of whackness right now. So Tristan Thompson, bum ass player. Turns out he's a bum ass daddy too, man. And so it had been alleged that he had got a girl pregnant. It's supposed to be her first child, and she released a letter or something, an email or whatever he put out, pretty much telling her that he retiring next year. She ain't gonna be able to get nothing from her for child support because in Texas it goes off of your current income. He ain't gonna be getting no income. So he said you might as well take like a $75,000 check, because that's gonna be the best you're gonna get. You're gonna get a couple $100 off of me. I'm like, damn. So what you think, E?
He's jumping from a lot of teams to teams, and I can't really. He got the championship with LeBron a couple years ago, I think. And other than that, ain't really been seeing too much about him.
It's a big letdown.
Everything I've been hearing about has been off, not about basketball. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this with whoever, keeping up with whoever keeping up with, and now I guess they coming back. So, man, I can't catch a win, I guess now, bruh.
I will say this, because I was wondering this, because in society we women like to complain a lot, but they get a lot of breaks, and one of the breaks they get is we say women it's their body, their right, their choice, and that's fine, and we respect that. with that choice does come the fact that if you can choose whether or not you want to take on that financial burden of having a child, that responsibility. But the man does not have a choice in that. And you still get access to his money. So even if he say, I'm not ready for a child, I want you to have an abortion. You can't say that. So they can say, I want this baby, and now you are financially obligated to have or to pay for that child. Now on the flip side, you knew what you was doing when you was messing with a raw. So I don't know. What are you thinking?
Well, right there, I think that ain't equality. You know what I'm saying? Like, equality shit. That's just like, but yeah, that's just, we see this a lot though.
Yeah.
Like, pay me for my baby that he maybe you guys wanted to have, didn't have. Maybe, you know, it's here now, and now you both got to be responsible adults. They're supposed to be, you know. And it sucks, but this is what happens, especially as the man too. It's like you get to start in on a lot of these situations, I'll say. You know, this child support thing.
Right. And this actually kind of reminds me of a Dave Chappelle bit. Actually, the Oxford High School shooting kind of reminds me of Dave Chappelle bit too, when he was talking about his kids having to do the drills for, like, you know, school shooting, and he was like, well, ain't you training the shooter too? And he gonna know where all you got to go, which is true. And I was like, yeah, we saw that with at being one of the students shooting, you know, allegedly. Let's say that allegedly everything. And now with this, he was talking. Dave Chappelle was talking about it is a woman's body; it's their right to choose. And he said he believes that. He said, he said, if you got the right to kill him, I have the right to at least abandon him. It's my money, my choice. And he was joking, but I'm like, you know, there was a case a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago at this point, where a guy sued, I forgot what state it was in, because he said he didn't want to have a baby, he shouldn't be held financially responsible, and he won the case. And I'm like, maybe more women would get abortions if a man could say, okay, I'm opting out of responsibility. But then I feel like that's wrong too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We're just touching on the heavy topics.
Yeah.
I feel like there's leeway on both sides on this too.
It's an argument for both sides.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front, like, we can have this conversation. You know, it's not. I don't agree with being a deadbeat father, but there's an argument for it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't agree, you can at least see the other side, the person's point of view. It's like, I don't want this.
You in the NBA, you playing basketball, like, bro, why can't you just get it together, bro?
Yeah, I mean, but he's a known cheater. He's a known woman. He loves women. Remember that when they caught him? He was with Kardashian. They caught him on the camera with the two girls.
Yeah, even then he was with her. He was cheating on her.
Yeah.
So, damn.
Yo, dude is wild, man. I definitely could believe he did that. Wrote that letter. He need his own reality show. With all this nonsense that's going on. But yeah, though, man. So I guess as far as that with Tristan, though, what do you think? Do you think that he should be in a child's life, or you think that he got the right to be like, nope, I'm done, moving on?
Well, I don't think he's arguing he's a father or not. So I think he's saying this is his child. So I think, yeah, just from that aspect, if it's yours, yeah, you know.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I'm a good person, so I might be like, dang, how could I have ever gotten this girl pregnant? But I did, so I gotta have my baby.
I don't see no denial in that. So,
yeah.
Bro,
I gotta take care of my child.
Take care of yours, bro.
I'm like, you got me. If the last goddamn time you got me, it's gonna be an expensive guy for him. Cause he like, okay, this is my thing. He about to stop working. I mean, he gonna retire. But then what? I'm sure he got a nice amount of money saved up, but
he'll probably he'll be one of those players who end up hosting a show talking about basketball, you know, because he's actually been on some of them shows, some of those sports shows, so he'll probably do that.
But then they'll just take money out of that, so he ain't gonna be unemployed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna happen either way, bro.
Eventually you're gonna have to work.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen eventually. You're gonna have to work. He ain't gonna be able to pull that OJ off. I don't think he was making OJ money to be able to be like, I ain't paying these niggas shit. I ain't working no more. But yeah, that's messed up. But like I said, it's messed up. I think there's an argument on both sides. I do believe in taking care of your kids. That's your family. and you gotta care for your family. And one person who cared for their family got fired for it. Former CNN host Chris Cuomo, who was fired for using his status, his resources as a reporter for CNN to get research on the women who were accusing his brother, former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, of sexual harassment and things like that. And so once he came out, CNN fired him. Everybody's like, oh, that's not fair. That's his brother. I would help my brother out too. They shouldn't have fired him, or he just was helping his brother's family over everything. What you think, E?
It sounds like a misuse of power, and they're just calling it out. He's got caught up in it now. You know what I'm saying? I got these resources and stuff to see about some stuff. And now we done seen it. What you seeing about that for? Oh, it's my brother. No, bro, you ain't supposed to, you know. So I think he's just getting called out on what he was doing.
This nigga E is really surprising me today. I'm pleasantly surprised, bro. You would hit me with. I was sure you was gonna be like, nah, that's your brother. You gotta help me. I was sure, bro. That's what's up. Okay, all right, E. You still give me every once in a while.
Yeah. So what? you feel like he was okay because it's his bro?
No, I don't. I thought you were gonna think that it was okay because it was his bro. I think, this is what I think. I think, of course, you're going to have a bias for your brother. So, in that case, if you know that, you got to remove yourself from situations. Now, you can't be on the news. He famously went on the news and said when all this sexual harassment stuff first came out, I can't talk about it, that's my brother. Conflict of interest. Not forgetting that the year before, last year, when everybody was in love with his brother, calling themselves Cuomo-sexuals, and saying they want him to run for president, he had his brother on. They was laughing, talking about the old days and their mom, and he was making jokes about how big his nose was. Like, oh, haha, my brother, you the best politician ever. So when it's good stuff, ain't no conflict of interest. But when it's bad stuff, all of a sudden you can't talk about your brother. And now you're using the resources through CNN, through the contact you've made from your employer to get some behind the dirt secrets on these women to try to discredit them, which is what it would have to be.
I just feel like he should have somebody else to go see about that. Why are you doing this directly, you know?
Yeah, he texting them, and like he texting them. They got text messages of him like sending information, and he trying to act like he didn't know that it was a problem. But in the text message, he's saying delete the text. So you gotta know something up if you tell people delete the text. You know
maybe
something
you
wrong.
Have sent it then, bro.
Right? Meet in person. Goddamn.
Man, I can't talk on this.
Yeah, I'm coming over, bro.
In my head of CNN or what, you know?
Yeah, he was like he was the number one rated news show on CNN. I mean, in CNN, their ratings are pretty bad, so that's not saying much. But he was the best of the worst. It's something. It's like the nicest guy in prison or something like that. But it's something. But yeah, though, like I said, I can see why some people, if you just hear it, oh man, I'm gonna do what I do for my brother. I would probably do the same thing too, but I would have to be like, you know what? I'm on the news show. I'm supposed to be reporting the news. It's got to be a certain level of trust.
Yeah.
I can't be out here doing this sneaky stuff and be on news. I got to get off the news for a minute. I'll be back after I'm done helping my brother.
Well, I still gotta say this a lot too. Don't mess up your own bag. Like, bruh, this is one of them situations. Now you got, you know, now you're removed from something that he probably had nothing to do. Your brother is your brother, but man, it affects you now. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to put your nose into that.
Real talk, man. This is what I feel about it. I feel like his brother Andrew should have been like, nah, man, you ain't gotta worry about it. I got people for this. You don't gotta do nothing like this. You don't need. Stay clear of this. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I would do. I would be like, nah, don't even come over here, bro. It's okay.
Like, do it from a distance. As soon as I would have found out you got involved, like, no. You know what I'm saying? I would take all blame for my actions at that point as the brother. You know what I'm saying? It was his dirt, his brother's dirt, right? And you know, so now you gotta suffer. Both of y'all hurt now. Yeah, that's true. He lost his job. I think he had like a radio show too. I think he stepped down from that. Another thing they were saying that they might have fired him off of too. That they might have fired him off of too is that somebody was allegedly about to give him some evidence that he had been doing some sexual harassment too. So I was like, hey. So I guess CNN was like, man, we still dealing with this, and all right, we gotta let this dude go. Just too much going on right now. There's more to it. Y'all both in it. Then I guess it might be something then, you know.
For real though. Nah, it was I think it's something too because it's a news story that just completely died out. But he grabbed one of his coworkers' butts in front of her husband at like a party, and then apologized for. I guess he said he was drinking and apologized for it. So if he gonna do that, I'm pretty sure he'll probably do some other stuff.
Still misuse of power, same kind of thing. It's just, hey, I'm over the world, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I never understand when like people do that, especially when you in those type of positions. Like, you can get you a girl that's willing to do it. You ain't gotta be at the office going wild. You can find you. I'm pretty sure Chris Cuomo was on TV all the time. His brother, governor of New York. If you trying to get some, you can find a girl that's gonna throw it to you.
Maybe these hits knocked them back down to reality.
Look at your DMs.
Maybe they knocked them down to reality just a bit more after these kind of things now, you know?
For real, man. Like, check your DMs, bro. I'm pretty sure it's a list of them in there, of something in there that's looking good. You know what I mean? And all this exposure y'all got. Crazy, man. Crazy time. So, yeah, I guess that's going to happen. Maybe Don Lemon will replace him his time slot. Who knows? Don is kind of an ugly ass nigga, but he might got it. I don't know. Hey man, you want to talk about Jussie Smollett?
Yeah,
real fast?
Just talk.
Throw this in. Yeah, we got a little time, man. So we got a little bonus. I was kind of trying to hold off on this because I wanted more of the case to go because it's getting hot right now. There's a lot of stuff happening. Well, it's a little bit of stuff that's happening. I wanted a little bit more, but. Let's just talk about it. So now it's coming out that, remember everybody was saying he was going to Subway to get a sandwich. Now he's saying that the reason why he was out at that time was because he was talking to the dudes and they was training him, like, and they told him he got to eat some eggs. So he went to the store to get some eggs.
So y'all know what we're talking about. We're talking about this Jussie Smollett case where I guess he hired some people and it was so theatrical. They jumped me. They're throwing racial slurs and now
threw a noose on him and pour bleach on him.
so much. So now there's more to it. Even more added on to this story.
Yeah, so now he's taking back, I guess, the sandwich thing going for the eggs. He was wanting to get eggs. And he says that he said he never said that it was MAGA people. So whatever, take that, I don't know. But he said he thinks that these people attacked him because they were trying to become his bodyguards, and maybe they thought if they scared him into getting beat up that he would hire them. He also said that one of the brothers and him had a sexual relationship with each other. They went to like a brothel, bathhouse type of situation together, and then they went to a female strip club and went off into a room and masturbated with each other. So he said there was like a sexual thing there with them. So already you know what this case is about to be.
Man,
it's about to go there.
So much, and just don't know what to say. I didn't believe it to anything the first time. It's already changing the story up, so now the story gets changed even more. How can we believe anything that comes out of this guy? You know,
Hey, look, man, I don't care whether he's guilty or not guilty. All I know is I feel him. He said, you know what? I went along with this thing. I went ahead and tried to mastermind this thing. It didn't work out. First of all, I'm going to deny to the day I die, and I'm about to show my whole ass this trial.
He's singing that Kales, and I'm sticking to it.
And he was in Chicago when it
happened. Oh, look at that. But, bro, come on,
I feel it, man. I'm with it. Show your ass, bro.
You just got to keep it going at this point. It's so far-fetched. And like, now you at the brothel house, and, dude.
It's going to be the trial of the century.
Man.
he already the dude was like, bro, that never happened. Yeah, we went to a brothel house, but I didn't even know it was no sexual stuff that he had sexual thoughts of me.
Man.
I don't know. Dude is denying it though. He said that ain't never happened, man.
As he should, you know. He sounds crazy telling this story, bro. With all that happened, bro.
I mean, hey, the dude is pretty much trying to set you up to be in it, or saying that you a part of it. So hey, you say y'all was touching on each other and stuff? Say y'all was touching on each other. I'm gonna get you back.
Crazy case, man. Whatever happens, crazy.
You know you risk that when you piss off a spiteful gay person. Clearly, if he made this story up, he's spitefully gay. So if you piss him off, he gonna say, "Yeah, we slept together," just to get you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, we messed with each other. I sucked you.
Right now we all in these other places.
Now people looking at you funny, like what? Dangerous stuff. Dangerous. dangerous stuff. Messing with a spiteful gay man.
Don't do it. Don't do it, guys.
He'll label you a down low, brother.
Mm.
But yeah, really ain't too much happening with the case. It was a funny part where a dude was reading out his text and had the N-word in it, but it was a white dude reading, but he was actually saying the N-word. And Jussie said, "Can you just spell the word out or say N-word? Because you disrespected all the black people here." I'm like, man, sit you. He trying though. He trying. He's trying. He's trying to get the people, man. He's trying to get the people.
I already feel like he's holding on to his 15 as long as he can for this anyway. So the whole thing was a whole scheme for 15. If you ask me, you hire niggas to jump you.
He thought he was gonna be like the new gay. He said he was. I'm the gay Tupac. Remember he said that at interview when he talked his first interview. He talked about, he said, "I'm the gay Tupac." He knew exactly what he was going for. He was trying to. He wanted this to be. He was gonna be celebrated in all the movies, all the talk shows. And he probably had a whole little run he was finna do.
He was finna be, hey, banging that rainbow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but unfortunately, niggas just like, I mean, it really didn't take. It was like they was texting each other. He sent the money. They went to their house. They had the stuff there, the nooses and the cutout magazine people, because they had said they had sent him letters with cutout letters and magazines. And I think they talked like a couple, like 30 minutes or something after the attack or something. They talked with each other.
man.
So it was just like sloppy.
It's so bad.
Very, very, very bad, man. But yeah, as this case continues on, we're gonna talk about it and talk about what the verdict is. Guilty, not guilty. We'll see. Do you think he should go to jail?
Just for having everybody pay this close of attention to some nonsense, yeah. Right.
Damn, man, that's harsh.
Yeah, so, yeah, whatever.
Community service, a fine. That's what I would say. Yeah, he just lied. It was stupid. It was wasted money, taxpayer dollars. Just make him pay a fine, do some community service. I think he was kind of doing that anyway. Add some more to it or something.
It's nothing. Whatever happens, bruh. This is dumb.
Very dumb, very, very dumb, no doubt about it. But yeah, though, man, I think that's the show. You got anything else, E?
No, sir. Don't be dumb, guys.
But be whack.
Be whack.
Be whack always, just not dumb. But yeah, though, man, I guess if there's nothing else, real fast before we go. So, E, you been on the Spotify kick. You still feeling it? Are you done with it?
I can't believe I have been without Spotify this long. Just on my music thing, like, man, I'm enjoying Spotify.
This dude E is like and I'm usually like the grandpa with like when it comes to technology. This dude was so excited. He was like, I can play my game and listen to Spotify.
Yeah, wow. Then I looked up the WACCast podcast and I'm like, whoa, I'm already on here. This is crazy, man.
I was like, E, it's 2021. This would be way more impressive if it was like 2010 or some stuff.
Yeah, I'm finding artists got Spotify sessions from 2015 and stuff. Like, wow, this has been here though, but
yeah,
better
like,
late than never.
Welcome to the Spotify.
I'm glad to be here.
Can you
though.
believe this, man? I'm playing this music. I'm finding all these songs.
Hey, it's hidden, and it's hidden though. It's hidden.
Yeah, E, that's what it's for. But nah, that's what's up, man. I love Spotify. I've had Spotify since 2016. You probably won't like my reason why I got it, because I was listening to Drake album Views at the time, and I wanted to hear it in order and be able to choose the songs I wanted. So I was like, they did the 3 months for, you got 3 months for free, huh?
Yeah.
I got 3 months for 99 cents, so you got a better deal. I did that, and I was like, I'm gonna delete this after 3 months, but I started going on and
I don't see myself deleting. I don't see myself deleting this, bro.
Like,
I'm like, damn.
Shoot, 5 years later, I still got it, but I ain't letting it go no time soon. So I know it's a cheap plug, but we ain't getting paid from Spotify, so that's just our honest feelings. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, taking in this whack wisdom. We hope you return next week. Get a little bit more of that from us. Got some more whackness to give you, man. But yeah, if there's nothing else, E, this is the WACCast podcast, and we are whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to
the
me.
WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.